Acquiring a business? BizNexus simplifies it. Access thousands of updated opportunities in our DIY marketplace or supercharge team sourcing with OmniSource, your all-in-one platform for on-market, off-market, and coming-soon deals. Scale smarter today. Learn more or book a demo at www.biznexus.com.
Disclaimer from the always present legal team. Podcast conversations don't necessarily reflect the views of BizNexus Incorporated. Everything you hear is informational news and updates from around the industry. We're not recommending any investments. We're not offering any investment advice. Be sure to do your own homework.
Ever feel like it's hard to keep up with all the changes happening in business these days? I mean, things are moving so fast.
Yeah.
So much is happening that it's tough to know which trends are going to stick around.
Totally agree with you there.
Well, today we're taking a deep dive into a new PYM NTS report, and it looks at how competition is changing, especially for those middle market companies.
Interesting.
You know, the ones with sales between $100 million and $1 billion.
Yeah, those are some serious players for sure.
Exactly. And what's really interesting about this PYM NTS report
What is it?
is it challenges the traditional idea of who these companies should be worried about.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm all ears.
Because, you know, we often think about competition as these big established corporations
Right, exactly.
going head to head. But this report suggests that middle market companies should actually be looking over their shoulders.
At who?
At these smaller startups, a lot of them powered by AI.
Oh, wow. That's a different kind of threat altogether.
It is, and it's not just a hypothetical thing either.
So they're actually seeing this happening already.
Exactly. The PYM NTS Intelligence Survey.
Yeah.
They talked to all these product leaders.
Okay.
And just 6 months ago, only 13% of them saw startups as their biggest competitive threat.
Okay, so not a huge concern back then.
But now that number has jumped 2.6 times.
Wow. That's a significant change.
Yeah, it's a really rapid shift. So we need to figure out what's behind this. Why are these startups suddenly such a force to be reckoned with?
I'm curious too.
Well, the article points to a couple of key factors. The first one is their agility.
Startups, they can move so much faster than these bigger companies.
Exactly. They're not weighed down by all those legacy systems and bureaucracy.
Right. They can just pivot and adapt so quickly.
And the second thing, and this is a big one,
Okay, tell me.
is their adoption of AI.
Oh, yeah, they're all over that.
These smaller companies, they're integrating AI into everything they do, from operations to product development, and they're doing it at a pace that a lot of middle market companies are struggling to keep up with.
Makes sense. They don't have to worry about unwinding all these old processes.
Exactly. So the competitive landscape is changing, and it's not just startups. We need to think about the balance of power shifting in other ways too.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, the PYM NTS data shows that while concern about large corporations as the primary threat has actually gone down from 33% to 27%.
Okay, so maybe those giants aren't as scary as they used to be.
Yeah, and there's been a small increase in concern about rival middle market businesses, up to 15% from 12%.
So a little bit of jockeying for a position within the middle market.
But the really big story here is that worry about startups. It's the main thing keeping those product leaders up at night.
And you said this was especially true in certain industries.
Yeah, particularly in service industries like real estate and finance.
How interesting.
The perception of those small businesses and startups as major competitors has jumped from 11% to 16%.
Yeah, I can see how that would be the case. I mean, think about it. A startup with some smart tech could come in and completely disrupt something like property management.
Exactly. They can offer super efficient, personalized services that would be really tough for a traditional company to match.
Right. So middle market companies, what are they doing about all of this?
Well, the PYM NTS article dives into that too, and it looks like innovation is becoming a top priority.
Makes sense. They need to up their game.
Absolutely. And the data actually backs this up. Product leaders who are really prioritizing tech-driven strategies are reporting significantly less uncertainty.
Oh, so there's a direct link between innovation and feeling confident about the future.
Right. According to PYM NTS, it's a 54% reduction in uncertainty.
Wow, that's huge.
And of course, there are other benefits to innovation, like creating unique products and improving your brand reputation, but it's not all smooth sailing.
So there are challenges too.
Definitely one of the biggest hurdles that PYM-NTS highlights is the sheer speed of technological advancement.
Oh, yeah, that's something everyone is dealing with.
The number of middle market firms saying that technological advancements are a major competitive challenge has increased fivefold in just 6 months.
That's insane.
It is, so it's not just about innovating. It's about keeping up with that constant change.
Right, and doing it in a way that makes sense for your business and doesn't break the bank.
Exactly. So for these middle market companies that want to thrive in this new environment, what does PYM-NTS say is the key to success?
Give me the secret sauce.
Well, a big part of it is understanding industry shifts. 36% of those product leaders said that was critical.
Okay, so knowing where your industry is headed.
And 24% said it was all about being really tuned in to what customers want, especially when it comes to those advanced tech solutions.
So basically anticipate what's coming and be ready to adapt.
Exactly. And that's how you reduce that uncertainty and stay ahead of the curve.
Makes sense.
So I think the big takeaway from all of this
What is it?
is that the threat from these smaller AI-driven startups, it's real. And it's growing, especially for middle market companies in those service-based industries.
Right, they've got to be ready to compete.
And their agility and their smart use of technology, those are the things that are giving them a serious advantage.
Absolutely.
And it really makes you think, what are the specific things about that nimbleness and that AI adoption that are giving them the edge?
Mm-hmm.
And how can established middle market companies really embrace those qualities without losing the strengths they've already built up?
Yeah, that's the challenge they're facing.
It is, and it's a fascinating one to think about. So a big thanks to PYM-NTS for this really insightful look at how the business landscape is changing.
Yeah, great report.
Definitely worth checking out.
Thinking of exiting your business or taking on a private equity partner to help you grow faster? BizNexus has you covered. Tap into our network of thousands of best-fit investors, acquirers, and proven M&A advisors, and we'll help you begin the relationship confidentially on your terms, your timeline. Learn more at biznexus.com.
Disclaimer from the always present legal team. Podcast conversations don't necessarily reflect the views of BizNexus Incorporated. Everything you hear is informational news and updates from around the industry. We're not recommending any investments. We're not offering any investment advice. Be sure to do your own homework.